to Anthony Pettis and Associates. One of the questions that we get asked a lot when we're doing our financial planning is when should I turn on Social Security? So you can start Social Security as early as age 62, although you will take a little bit of a haircut in your benefit, or you can delay Social Security all the way up until age 70, in which you would get an 8% increase in your benefit each year that you delay. So let's take a look at a few reasons why you might want to turn it on a little bit earlier and a few reasons why you might want to wait and delay your Social Security benefits for a little bit. So here's a few reasons why you might want to take Social Security a little sooner than later. One would be is if asset preservation is important to you. You maybe have a priority of leaving a legacy behind and you don't want to draw down the investments that you have already saved. So then you might want to take Social Security to meet your income needs as to not be withdrawing from your investments. Another good reason would be if you have other sources of income. So, a pension, an annuity, and maybe those are providing you lifetime income and you don't really need Social Security to live on. Well, then you might want to take it a little bit early just to have it for extra things. If gifting, let's say, is important, it would give you the money to be able to pass on, or just to kind of take that money and put it aside, maybe invest it so that it builds up. Again, that would be good if you didn't need the Social Security to live on and you had other sources of income. The third reason is if you plan on claiming a spousal benefit in the future. So let's just say that your work history wasn't as long as your spouse and your Social Security benefit is much lower. Well, then you might want to turn on your Social Security benefit early if you plan on switching to a spousal benefit in the future. So, an example would be your spouse, their benefit is $30,000 a year, your spousal benefit is 50%, so you would receive 15,000 as a spousal benefit, and maybe your own Social Security is maybe 10,000 or 12,000 a year. You start your own benefit sooner and then switch to the spousal benefit in the future. A fourth reason is, just priority. You can't work any longer and you need the money. So there's no better reason to turn on Social Security if that's going to be your only source of income and you really just can't work any longer. It's really as simple as that. And then lastly, if you have a short life expectancy, so maybe you have a health condition that you don't expect to be living an extra long life. Well, then in order to get the most out of Social Security, you might want to consider taking it a little bit sooner. So now let's look at a few reasons why you might want to delay Social Security. So one reason is if you're still working. And if you're still working and you were planning to take Social Security before full retirement age, and that can vary anywhere between age 65 and age 67, depending on your year of birth. But if you were planning to take Social Security early and you're still working and your earnings exceed the annual limit, which right now is about 21,000, they're going to start withholding Social Security back anyway. So there's really not a reason to turn it on just yet. A second reason is if you're just not a good saver, and this is the only way that you're going to get the most income possible. So by delaying Social Security, each year that you delay, you get an 8% increase. So if you really have a hard time of saving on your own separately, then delaying Social Security might be your best bet. Another reason to delay, and this goes back to again, if you're a married couple, is if your benefit is also going to be the survivor benefit. So if you had the higher Social Security amount, and when one of you passes, that is the one that's going to stay in play. So, again, making these decisions, you can't just look at your own benefit. You have to look at it as a married couple and figure out whose benefit is going to be the one that continues on after one passes. So, if it's yours, you might want to delay and possibly even delay to age 70 if you can to maximize not only your benefit while you're alive but also to the surviving spouse. Another good reason to delay Social Security is if you're looking at doing some Roth conversions. So remember, when you do a Roth conversion, the money that you convert from your traditional IRA is going to be taxed in the year of conversion. So if that's part of your financial plan, is to do these Roth conversions during a specific period of time, and you haven't turned your Social Security on yet and you don't need to, you might want to delay to keep your income as low as possible in the years that you're doing Roth conversions. And then lastly is if longevity runs in the family, then you might want to maximize your Social Security by waiting as long as possible to turn it on. If you're going to be living a long life, then you'll get the most out of Social Security that you possibly can by delaying. So here's a summary of what we just talked about, reasons to take Social Security early or reasons to delay. As always, you're not alone in having to make these decisions. This is what we're here for. We do want you to reach out before you turn Social Security on, especially as a married couple, because it does impact two of you. And that is what we're here for, is to help you make these decisions. If you have any questions, please feel welcome to reach out. And thanks for watching.